Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here we go.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
60 Maverick. Mustang 19. 19 White. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
79 Broncos. Drop 60, drop 60. 18 Cardinal. 70 Ranger.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing is Hurts. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he'll get it inside the 35. These two teams had met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
But Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Prescott now. And this is caught by Williams. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
A 1st down carry by Elliott.
Down to about the 37. The Cowboys at 1-9 now on the year. And they come in after a win last week, and it had been some time since we've been able to say that. That broke a 9-game skid.
And how about that video we saw, the celebration after the win last week? So many people called it relief. I think you and I saw joy in there, too. This team has really struggled to win one. They have the right to celebrate.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Prescott to throw it. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. Seibert's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
Smith will come in motion right.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Elliott running left. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly senses run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Prescott. Open man
Lamb. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on fourth down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Play action now, Prescott.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Seibert able to knock this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And they'll accept that penalty.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Seemed like Dak certainly made the right read there to hand it off to Zeke.
When you have those two in the backfield, Dak Prescott at quarterback, Ezekiel Elliott at running back, you've got a symbiotic, synergistic relationship that puts a lot of defenses in a lot of stress.
I got to tell you, I've never heard synergistic before, but I guess that works, right?
It does on this game. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Seibert's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
Takes it at the 7.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
74 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A 20th carry here for Elliott.
And he'll get this to the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
Mustang 19. 19 right.
But first down, Hurts.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Devontae Smith,
35 yards.
And the Eagles have got it back to within a score.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This is taken way up at the 25.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And he fires one incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart,
You're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Inside give to Elliott. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff left, Elliott. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards in the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick in the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It'll be Hurts on the option.
They run for it with Hunt. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Kareem Hunt,
hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one.
That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Prescott. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now a conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes this a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know
it's caught inside the 25. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Warriors 70.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet. Your defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Eagles have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Cowboys 23.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Khalil Mack in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
To throw, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nice gain of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Prescott.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Prescott.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Sliding out of the pocket. And no, it's incomplete. So they can't convert for 2, but they still have the lead as we get toward the end of the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinator's probably scratching their head. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A big play there for Philly. 61 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Hunt will try going up the middle.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Eagles are going to win the football game.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Eagles, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Miami next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.